Hi guys, this is Thunder E from Booredatwork and welcome to our review of the Chromebook 11. Now this is the latest Chromebook from Google. I remember I did an unboxing because I won this from Google and I was trying to use this as a test bed to see if I have changed and I turn around and I like the Chromebook nowadays. Well, I can tell you off the bat, initially I was not a Chromebook fan or lover, and yes, I still haven't switched over to the dark side of liking the Chromebook. So the Chromebook 11, first of all, besides me getting to all the details of why I still don't like the Chromebook, but let's talk about the hardware first. I really liked what they did with hardware. This is one of the bright sides of this review for me. I think HP has done a very good job. It's got this a glossy finish, which it's not too fun, but it's white, so you don't tend to see the fingerprints on there. You do have that bar here on the top, which kind of illuminates. Is very nice. The cool thing is the speakers are not visible around here, but the sound emanates through the keyboard, which is nice. Now it's got two USB ports. You've got a headphone jack, a micro USB to charge. You can use any charger literally if you want to charge this device, and that's pretty much it. It's got that red color, which I do like. The hardware, I really like what they've done with the hardware. Keyboard is very comfortable and works out very, very well. Keyboard layout is comfortable and easy to use. Now speakers, again, the sound really just emanates from here, which is very, very nice. So if you've never used a Chromebook before, the Chromebook basically is Chrome browser built into a laptop, and that's one of the things I found disheartening with this, because first of all, the hardware specs, this is powered by an Exynos processor, a dual core Exynos processor, so it really isn't that fast, and especially at the price point of $279. You find out there are tablets that have more processing power than this. I mean, the Android tablets, the Nexus 7 is more powerful than this device, and that's one of the things you will notice here with the Chromebook 11. Now, if you've never used a Chromebook, what you have here is this bar below, and you do have like kind of a desktop, which you really can't drop anything on. Of course, you can launch different applications from Chrome itself, your email, which launches into Chrome, Google Search, which launches into Chrome, your documents, which also launch into Chrome. So if I actually clicked on that, that would just open up a browser window, and then I needed to sign in and do some work. Same thing with YouTube. So all those different aspects you can launch, and you can also minimize too. You just kind of have to hover that and minimize there. Yeah, you can pin things like Hangouts, which is nice. So you have that option there on the right hand side, and then you also have kind of like your app tray here. This is where all the applications are. On the lower left hand corner, you click on this kind of block there, and you have things like the store itself, Google Documents, Google Slides, Google Spreadsheets, Hangouts, Google Play for music, as well as the camera, photo, and calculator, and other things like that. So each application you download, say from the Google Play Store, not Google Play, the Google Chrome Store here, you can easily download extensions for it. Now, there's some very cool extensions that work out pretty well, but also what you find out is that not everything is as smooth as you would like. So not everything is as good as, they're all not on par, if you will. Now, extensions are a nice way to do things, but it kind of limits you to how robust you can actually use a Chromebook, in my opinion, anyway, from what I've experienced. Now, the other thing I experienced is the battery life. The battery life is 6 hours. You've got 6 hours of battery life on the Chromebook. I get better battery life on my smartphone, and I think that's a problem, especially with the kind of processor it's using. And initially, all the Chromebooks are like 10 to 11 hours. So I was disappointed with the battery life. You do have 16 gigabytes of storage, and some people ask, can I play my own content from local media? So I have my USB drive here, and I'm going to plug that in. It does recognize a USB drive, and it's going to read that in a second. Bring that up. So it shows you my USB drive, and you see I have 3 drives in here. On the top is Google Drive, where you have an extra 100 gigabytes of storage, and then you have your downloads. It's just where anything you download or anything you technically want to save in your desktop goes there to your downloads. And then you have new volume, which of course is my USB drive. And I'll play a video for you so you guys can see how the video actually runs on this, and also capture some of the sound from the speakers itself. So this is a recording of Rise that we did for gameplay purposes. just kind of skip through and get to some of the
barbarians are closing in on the palace gates. We need to get to them first and hold them back.
So you can see that, and that's some of it there. What I noticed is, and I'm just gonna pause, turn this down for a second here, or mute it. What I noticed is that when you go into very hectic scenes with a lot of, just a lot of characters, and it was busy, the video tend to just feel a little choppy. So it's one of the things. Maybe it's because of the processor, but it wasn't as smooth as I would have expected, from a regular laptop, or even some of my Android based tablet. So you can play videos off there. I haven't had any issues with any type of format whatsoever on this device. So one of the things to note is that the trackpad itself, it's not necessarily a right click. It's actually two finger click to bring up secondary menus. So you can do that. You can set your wallpapers and things like that with this. You can actually change the wallpaper you have. The Chromebook 11 is one of these devices that I found a hard time trying to find a position for it, especially with my kind of use and sensibilities, and also with just general use and sensibilities, because of its price point. It's priced at $279, and you have competitions within its own, within Google's own market space in Android that are priced cheaper, and I think give you a much more robust feel. So you have things like the Nexus 7 that's priced competitively with it, and also you now have Windows tablets that are also priced very competitively and giving you either about the same or slightly more battery life and battery power. So there's a reason why I really don't like the Chromebook. It's not a bad device. Now, don't get me wrong. This is well built. It handles things fairly well, but it still feels very limited. I think that's more on the software itself than necessarily what the hardware has done. I think the hardware is great, except of course for the processor, which that was beefed up maybe to a quad-core processor in there. But it really is, it's difficult to find a place. Now, if you're one of those people, all you want to do is browse the web. You're looking for something that feels like a laptop, you have that keyboard, and you want to browse the web, and you're going to edit documents, and Google is your main source of connectivity through web interfaces, then yeah, sure, definitely pick it up. But if you're looking for a laptop replacement that does other things and you have more accessibilities, I would definitely say no, it really isn't. The other thing too I'll mention is the webcam. The webcam really isn't that great. The camera itself has, I'll show you myself here, picture resolution is not as good as I would like. And again, you can see how slow I'm moving. I'm actually moving as fast as possible here, but again, you can see the camera is also slightly, it's fuzzy at best. So anyway, that's my review of the Chromebook 11. It's a device that has very limited practicality and practical use, and I think it's one for a limited audience because there's so many other devices, even from Google, that compete and don't necessarily do a better job. But if you are looking for a device that's strictly web browsing and some document editing, then definitely you can pick up the Chromebook 11. It's priced at $279, but it's not something in my top recommendations that I will put out there. So if you guys have any questions or any comments, let us know. Don't forget to subscribe to all our pages on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. Subscribe to Booredatwork, top right-hand corner, and also Board Gamers, top left-hand corner. So this is Thunder E saying thank you, and always enjoy your entertainment.